I thought it was time for a story time because the majority of the 11,000 people that follow me started following me because of my journey with weight loss and fitness and Hashimoto's. And I was posting a lot around 2021, 2022. And then I got a back injury, or I was having a back issue and kind of stopped moving as much and walking. And then when I tried to get back into it, I was just having a lot of issues with my hip. It was my back previously, but now my back is fine. And ever since then, it's been my hip. So you may have saw my post when I talked about getting a cortisone shot, which was hell on earth for me. It was super painful in the days after the shot. For like 3 days, I had more pain in my leg than I ever had previously. And, for the reason I was getting the shot. And then I was pain-free for about 3.5 weeks, and I started jogging again. I was walking a ton, like 17,000 steps a day, and I started physical therapy, and I thought I was doing better, and then the shot wore off super fast. And basically, I've been having this nagging pain in like my groin area, right in the crease of my thigh, that would also radiate down to my kneecap and sometimes my ankle. And so I went to physical therapy, and we'd been working on it, but it just wasn't getting better. And over time, it was getting more and more painful. And I decided I didn't want to get another cortisone shot because you can only get a certain number per year, because, they say it wears away at the, at the cartilage. So I was like, I'm not doing that again. I tried to do the physical therapy. I lost weight, like really started watching what I was eating just to ease some of the weight on my hips, because that's where I carry my weight mostly, is like my butt and my hips. So here we are, it's 2024, nothing has gotten better, it has only gotten worse. I called the ortho and I was like, we need an MRI or something is wrong, it's not healing, whatever it is. We thought it was a torn labrum, just things are not getting better. And when I went in for the to have a follow-up appointment and request the MRI, I said, can we just do another x-ray? Because I feel like over the last 6 months, it has gotten so much worse. And I want to see if there's something that you can see on an x-ray that you didn't see in October, like 6 months prior. And sure enough, they did the x-ray and the ortho was like, you have a bone spur, you have very little cartilage left, you are showing, I have cysts, like signs of, I guess, osteoarthritis, and it's just in the left hip. And I was like, I don't understand, like, how did this happen and why is it only one hip? Well, I turned out have hip impingement. I think it's called FAI, and so along with that, you are at a higher risk for arthritis. But at some point in all my crazy working out and running and whatever in my 40s, I must have torn my labrum and didn't know about it. And just over time, it just got worse and worse. I mean, this is just what we've bounced around as why this possibly happened. So here I am now. I am 47 years old, and my only option left is a total hip replacement. And it has been devastating news to hear because, as you know, they want you to be older. And I saw a second ortho who was like, could you hold on a little longer? And I was like, no, I can't. I'm literally in agony all day, every day. I take Tylenol arthritis. I take ibuprofen. I take Excedrin arthritis. Like nothing is getting rid of this pain for any significant amount of time. And if you've noticed a lot of my last few videos, like I'm on a couch because I work, I come home and feet are up. Like I just have to get off of my leg. Like I can't, it's standing, it's sitting, it's walking, it's everything. There's just constant pain. And living with chronic pain for now, like 2.5 years, it's really bad now. It wasn't that bad in the beginning. It was just nagging, but living with like in agony with chronic nagging pain, like that's no way to live. I have an 8-year-old daughter. Like I need to be active. I just told them I can't think about what's going to happen in my 60s and 70s because I need to focus on quality of life right now. My family needs me. I've got, my stepdaughter's a senior in high school. Like, there's a lot of exciting things going on in my family, and I can't enjoy them because, I'm always in pain. Even on our vacation, I was struggling, the whole time because there was a lot of walking and sitting on an airplane for hours at a time. And, it has really wrecked my quality of life. And so as scary as it is to know that, they're going to cut off a piece of my leg and put in titanium and ceramic, or whatever in its place, it's scary, and I feel like my body has failed me. I spent my whole life working out and running. I was a dancer for the first 20 years of my life. I was a runner, an avid hit enthusiast the second 20 years of my life. And basically, if I want this puppy to last as long as possible, those things are probably not going to be possible anymore. It will be walking and strength training. I'm getting an anterior total hip replacement, so that's in the front. I'm going outpatient. Luckily, I'm a good candidate for all of this, which means that, I will heal faster, and I have a less risk of dislocation of the hip joint by doing certain activities. But if you are in your 40s and you've had a total hip replacement, especially if it's anterior, can you please hit me up and just let me know what life is like after? Because I am mourning my old life. I loved working out hard. I loved running, and I loved walking 5 miles at a time. And, I'm super active with my daughter and physical, and, I'm mourning that life might be gone, and I'm going to have to baby this hip for the next 20 to 30 years so that, I don't wear it out too soon, because I for sure will need a second one in my 60s or 70s. And what if I live a really long time and then I outlive another one? Who knows? So, that's something I'm battling with, but all I could think about right now is my daughter needs me at my best. My husband, my stepdaughter, they need me at my best. And I have just been a cranky bitch for the past year and a half as the pain has just gotten worse and worse. So I'm looking for my fellow Gen Xers who've had early hip replacements, even, elder millennials or millennials. I just need to know, what is life like on the other side? And what are your tips, and what are things that helped you or things that you wish you knew beforehand? I don't have a date. I have a tentative date, but we're trying to get me in sooner because I'm in a lot of pain and I just need to be out of pain now. So I will keep you guys posted. Maybe I will make a little series about it. I just gotta see how I am after and if I'm up for it. But I definitely have always been very forthcoming about my journeys with various things in my life. And so this will probably be no different, but I would love to hear your thoughts or your feedback or your experiences. All right. Love you guys.